Hello, hello, this is MrChabry. We've got a lot of battles in this week. This is a really good team. Looking at, nothing is actually in Ubers. All this is like, pretty sure it's either OU or UU Pokemon. So yeah, this is going to be a really good battle. I'm leaning towards Zapdos as my lead. Mainly because I don't think my opponent would lead the Nidoking. I think Mr. Whiskers would be a decent lead as well. Don't want to lead Swampert just because of the Tapu Bulu. And Volcarona is a threat too. That is a huge threat. I would actually say Volcarona is probably the biggest threat on my opponent's team. So we gotta watch out for that thing. Especially if it has Quiver Dance, which I'm 100% sure it will have Quiver Dance. Something I've got to watch out for. Alright, what we got? Dragapult. Okay. This is actually a really good Pokemon. Be a Spatsuno. I like the idea of Volt switching here, which I will do. A lot of times they run Toxic and Hex, is what or they run Hex a lot. This one has okay, so it's going to be a physical set. You're more likely actually to see a special set. Yeah, this is going to be a physical set. And that actually did more damage than what... Well, actually, that's the estimated damage it would have done, so, yeah. I want to go Incineroar so bad because Incineroar completely destroys this thing, but... Swampert to get rocks up. Swampert should easily get rocks up. But I think Mr. Whiskers is safer because of the Intimidate. And we have seen that this is a physical set, so let's go ahead and do that. Get a nice Intimidate. Oh, well, hey! You've got Clear Body. That's right, that's the thing. I can throw a Darkest Lariat at this thing. My opponent have anything as a switch in. Tapu Bulu is not a good switch in. Yeah, we'll go Dark Lariat. If we can get rid of Dragapult, that's a big help. It's actually a huge help for us. And my opponent doesn't really have a switch in. I mean, the best switch in would be that Mandibuzz, but we can easily Volt switch back into, or U-turn back into something that handles it. Alright, Dragon Darts. Okay, you're gonna stay in and go for that. Oh, one of those better not have been a crit. That wasn't even a crit, that was just normal damage. Right. Unfortunately, we took so much damage on two Pokemon. We took so much damage on two Pokemon to handle Dragapult. But yeah, that thing is actually a pretty threatening Pokemon. It's fast and it hits decently hard. Most of the time you're going to see special attacking sets because it's got so much more special moves as an option, but physical sets are still pretty scary. 120 attack, that is a good stat. That is a very good stat. Right, there's the Tapu Bulu. And I have Fire Blast, which is a weird set, but that's what I've got. You're definitely faster than me. I could go Nidoking here. The Nidoking's an amazing switch-in on this thing. Close combat does about 29% at most on a Nidoking. And that could actually give me a chance to get behind a sub. I think keeping Incineroar alive is actually really nice because it helps me with physical attackers. Well, ouch. That's a thing. That thing had high horsepower. I thought it would have close combat. See if we can glean what set that is. That is more of a bulky set. That is more of a bulky set. We'll Sludge Wave here. I feel like my opponent probably will switch. But a Sludge Wave is probably safest. I can get a little bit of health back. Stack Attacker, hey buddy. Alright, I've got good options against a Stack Attacker. Notably Earth Power. You know, the thing that Stack Attacker is quad weak to. There's no way that it's outspeeding me. Right now I'm just getting some residual health back. I'll probably get Swampert in here. Zapdos in so bad, but I'll go ahead and do the Swampert play. Yeah, so what we see is our opponent is willing to switch into things and then switch out of those things. That's what our opponent is willing to do. So maybe we need to keep that in mind somewhere. I'm gonna go for that flip turn. So I can hopefully... And this thing should be faster than us. I say that, but, you know... Alright, so yeah, flip turn it is. Tapu Bolo! Alright, so I think, even though it doesn't totally make sense, I'm going to go into Nidoking and go for a Sludge Wave again. Because as long as I can keep Nidoking out here to gain some residual health, I'm going to be in good hands. The grass is disappearing. Well, never mind. There goes the residual health. Still want to go Sludge Wave. Because my opponent might be trying to out-predict me. We're going to go ahead and do this little number again. Alright, Mandibuzz, okay. Probably predicting that Earth Power pretty hard. Hard prediction on the Earth Power. And this thing is a pain. I mean, I should be faster. But that's not enough damage there to take it out. So I'll go back into Swampert here. And I think... Yeah, there's a knockoff. Should do even less this time. Oh, it was crit. Never mind. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. But I think if this thing had taunt, we would have seen it. So I think Rock's up right now on how often my opponent is switching is going to be huge for us. There's a Toxic, unfortunately. Those rocks going. Yeah, this is going to be a really close battle. I can already feel it, man. It's going to be a tough one for both of us. I'm going to go for that flip turn. There's a defog. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get my zap in. Zapdos is nice right now. Wish they had the Thunderbolt set saved under this thing. I mean, not everyone wants to run a Rain Team Zap. Thunderbolt. I think Roost is actually probably the best play right now. Because Nidoking's coming in, obviously. And that. Who do I go into after that little number? I cannot stay in. Because I get completely demolished by Nidoking. So I'll go into Swampert here. There's an Ice Beam. Ooh. Oh, that does so much. That did so much damage. Click flip turn. But I'm not going to get it. Now we gotta play how to defeat the Nidoking. Is Gengar one shot? No. Rillaboom. I'm sure high horsepower would one shot. Yes. We'll go into Rillaboom. It's really my best option against this thing. And if I can get rid of this Nidoking, that's going to be great for me. Grassy Glide actually does have a chance, but it's not a chance that I would like to bank off of. So I'm going to high horsepower it here. It's pretty much at a speed tie, which is kind of concerning. I don't know. I don't like how this is probably going to turn out. Don't like how this turn's going to turn out. Please give me that speed tie. Give me that speed tie, please. Nidoking absolutely bodies me. Well. There it is. There's nothing I can do now. Nidoking sweeps. I can go into my own Nidoking. It's pretty much game, man. Dang. That's game. I should have Grassy Glide, because there was like a really slim chance it would have one-shotted it. I did not want to go by that small chance. The range was 88% to 100%. So it's like literally 1%. One little tick in there was a one-shot. So yeah, I did not want to go based off that, but I made a play that put us in an even worse position, because now Nidoking is at full health, and it's going to outspeed us. So yeah, my opponent got the speed tie twice, and that's the game. There's no way I come back from that. I can Heat Wave here, get Chip, and then Gengar come in, but there's nothing I can do beyond that. There's nothing I can do beyond that. And that's so unfortunate. We got hit by that speed tie. That was 2 speed ties in a row that our opponent got. That's like literally 2 coin flips that went in our opponent's favor. Let's go ahead and let Gengar finish this thing off. With a nice, well-placed Shadow Ball. Yeah, we have been completely swept by this Nidoking. And honestly, my opponent can just go into Mandibuzz and it's over. And there it is, Mandibuzz. Yeah, well, I'm gonna just say our opponent's won this. There's no way I can come back. I think me going for high horsepower was not the best play, because our opponent, it was down to a speed tie at that point, and the coin flipped in our opponent's favor. I was just totally worried about. It's not really like a wrong or right, because if I did go for Grassy Glide, there was a good chance that, like even more than 50% chance that we would have been taken out anyway. And of course we could have easily went into our, Zapdos to Revenge Kill at that point. And I think that would have actually put us in a better position than where we are now. I'm gonna go for the Dazzling Gleam now that my Scarf is gone. Doesn't really matter at this point. Oh, you're going for all Mandibuzz. You Happy Bulu. Like, really? It's Gengar against the world at this point. I mean, I know Swampert's in the back, but what's Swampert going to do? Tell a joke to Tapu Bulu before it gets smacked in the face with a grass move? Alright, Sludge Bomb it is. Sludge Bomb will take this thing out. So I don't think my opponent stays in, because my opponent could easily switch out and it's over. I'm gonna still try to put up a fight, see how many of our opponent's Pokemon we can knock out. But I'm sure that, oh, well, here's the game. This is where the game ends, actually. Shadow Ball, and that's about it. I'm thinking we're going to see a Quiver Dance. Fiery Dance. Okay. Well. Oh, yeah. Disable the Fiery Dance. Don't, disable anything else. Yeah, that's going to help out against the Swampert. That's going to help out Swampert. Oh, that's Mr. Whiskers, not Swampert. Yeah, that's not going to help us out either. We'll just go Dark Solarian. It won't matter. There's the Bug Buzz. All right, good game. That was actually a game. That was actually a really good game there. Even though I did lose that one, you could tell it's a better game because less of the game was me sacrificing my Pokemon to just get ahead. It was all the plays that ended up making me lose was on my part. It was because I made bad play, and it's not necessarily a bad play because how I was seeing it, high horsepower. If we won that speed tie and high horsepower hit first, that would have been way better than if we went Grassy Glide and did not take out the Nidoking. But looking back at it, yeah, Grassy Glide was the better play. I was so hoping for that speed tie, though. Anyway, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next Pokemon video.